Two of America's biggest country western stars, Kris Kristofferson and Johnny Cash, as Frank and Jesse James. They're wanted dead or alive by the law and the ladies.
The most wanted man in America.
It's an NBC World movie premiere.
One last thing.
And now, the last days of Frank and Jesse James.
Everyone wants to get robbed by Jesse James.
Nope, I didn't hear any talk about Dick Little. Heard plenty about the assassination of President Garfield, though. Whole town's talking about what ought to be done to people who shoot presidents.
They should have given Booth a medal.
It's real strange you didn't hear about Dick Little. How'd you spend your time there in Kansas City for 2 weeks?
A woman from New Orleans? Actually, a sporting lady.
Must have been to keep you inside for 2 weeks.
As round above as she was below.
She was beautiful. Her eyes were hazel, part French. After the first evening, the pleasure of her company was gratuitous. We tended the theater.
We've been waiting breakfast for you, Father.
Yeah, I bet you're hungry as I am, aren't you?
I've just killed Jesse James!
Jesse James was a man with blood on his hands. His older brother Frank shared the blame. All the bankers were afraid, but they say the farmers prayed for the outlaw brothers Frank and Jesse James. Now Jesse had a wife to mourn for his life. 2 children, they were brave, but that dirty little coward that shot down Mr. Howard laid Jesse James in his grave. It was started long before in the bloody Civil War, and the legend it still remains of the Yankees on the run, and the glory and the gun of the rebel brothers Frank and Jesse James. Jesse had a wife to mourn for his life. 2 children, they were brave, but that dirty little coward that shot down Mr. Howard laid Jesse James in his grave.
I was adjutant to Joe Shelby's Confederate Cavalry Division when I first noticed Frank and Jesse on the front edge of our cavalry charges. They were serving with Quantrill's guerrilla companies, participating in daring raids on Union steamboats, trains, and banks. After the war, they settled down for a few years to farm. Then, for reasons known only to themselves, they resumed the trade they had learned so well, raiding more than 25 banks and trains before they were done. After 15 years of this, Frank and Jesse decided to try something else. It was 1877. I was perhaps their closest friend. I can attest that this is an authentic account of the final days of Frank and Jesse James.
Well, does it have the look of a home 40?
Depends on what all's lurking in there. And if we're staying. Hey, Jess.
Anna, Nice house.
Decided to give it a try, did you?
There's not many places left.
How are Z and little Jessie?
They're moving in.
Good.
Did you buy this in Nashville?
No, my folks sent it to me from Independence. Would you give me a hand, Jess? You still calling yourself Tom Howard?
John Davis Howard.
John. Vote one more time. Be nice when we can use one name and keep it for a while. Frank's got himself well known around here as Ben Woodson.
And where is my learned brother?
Can't you hear him?
Miserable mistake. You vacuum-brained son of an illegitimate jackass. You detestable, demoniac dregs. I don't like you, Muse. You ain't worth a salt in your hay. Hi, Muse. What's more to the breach, you scullion? You rapscallion? You fustularian? I'll tickle your catastrophe. Saw your dust, Dingus.
Every Pinkerton agent in Missouri knows you cuss your mules in Shakespearean.
That's why I'm in Tennessee. How you like your new place?
We're even buying rugs. Look what you've done to all this good pasture.
Going to plant next spring. These are halcyon fields, Jesse. A cool, sweet breeze sweeps through here. Seems to purge my lungs.
Your swearing's better.
Most of my neighbors go to church. I play cards with the sheriff, tip some 40 rod with a constable, take dinner occasionally at the house of a senator.
You're getting so reputable, I'm gonna have to register so as I can vote for you.
I got some little bone-pulling China hogs that'll take a premium prize at the fair if you care to bet. And stick around a while.
I want to stick around, Frank, but not to watch your pigs wear ribbons. I got 2 boxcars of horses coming into Nashville. If these animals don't fire your blood, your heart's not beating. I could use a hand if you want to ride over there tomorrow.
For a while there, I thought Rutherford Hayes had lost the election.
Most corrupted election in the history of our country. Tilden had him beat by 20 electoral votes.
Shows you what the Republicans will do to keep a hard money policy out of the White House. Gentlemen, this is my brother-in-law, John D. Howard. This is Jake Eigelhart and Jack Watson.
Pleasure to meet you, gentlemen. My horse is arriving on a later train.
Mr. Eigelhart's a breeder also. Breeds quarter horses.
I noticed it's one of yours. Yeah. How'd you come by this gorilla saddle here?
Cavalry cabin's holding 3 queens to my flush.
Pistol holsters on the front are not cavalry issue.
I was a little nervous about asking. The man was sizable.
I imagine so. Most gorillas is all wool and a yard wide. Losing to a man of your delicate ways must have given him the fan tods.
Well, maybe we'll meet at one of the racetracks, Mr. Eigelhart. Good day to you, sir.
It's not Eigelhart you have to watch out for. It's the other fellow you met back there, Jack Watson. He's from the Big Eye.
Pinkerton detective?
Ooh. Yeah. He keeps me apprised of the whereabouts of the James gang. Pleasant fellow.
You do have cheek, Frank.
I want a home, Jesse, and this is the place.
Right now, I feel at home in an honest poker game.
I know one. If you promise to go easy.
You, the John D. Howard, had a horse in the St. Louis races last fall. Well, now, if I remember correctly, that horse could have been clocked with a sundial.
His name's Red Fox.
They was going to send out hound dogs to find him after one race. Dealer takes two.
I'm gonna race him again. Here, at the next fair.
Mr. Howard, I'm sure looking forward to that occasion.
Tread softly, Jim. We're playing with a man who rides a gorilla saddle. A pistol bag's big enough to hold Walker Dragoon.
Gracious me. Now, who'd you ride with? Mosby? Morgan? Now, don't tell me. You rode under the terrible black flag, Quantrill's Raiders.
You ride with Bloody Bill Anderson? The James boys? The Youngers, huh?
Yes, sir. All those blood-crazy killers.
Well, Mr. Howard, I'm gonna raise you $35.
Sure, gentlemen.
Aces and tens. Mr. Howard, he scared you away with a pair of sevens.
Guess I should stick to horses.
I believe that man has some rabbit in him.
I think that after 20 years, you'd learn when to bet.
He was holding three of a kind. I got wabashed.
I must say your constraint was a marvel to behold.
I promised thee we wouldn't be moving. She's pregnant, she thinks.
Getting ahead of me on family things.
Yeah, by the time I pay the freight of my horses, I'm gonna be shy of capital. Z wants some of those Eastern-style rugs that cost a ton. There's a stagecoach up in Kentucky.
No.
I didn't think you'd be interested now that you're a son of the soil. Don't. You're gonna be riding pretty soon, Jesse. Wanna look at some pictures? Hey, this is the Bible, Jess.
My dear,
Did I do it again?
you called him Jesse twice.
It's Tim, boy. Timothy Edwards Howard. You be proud of your middle name. Major Edwards is an author and an editor, and he's a cavalryman to be proud of. Now, look at that book there, Tim. That's the baby Moses.
The other day I was in Earthman's store. This little boy walks up to me and says, "I'm George Iglehart." When he hears my name, he blurts out that I'm married to the Rabbit Man. His daddy said so.
Huh?
Someone's coming.
I wouldn't do that too often, Dick.
I
had to make sure this was your place.
You look hungry as your horse. Last time I saw you, there was enough gold dust stretched across your saddle to keep you fat for 5 years.
Well, there's too many lonely women out there, starving for affection, as you know.
Yeah, and I know how lonesome they gotta be, too.
Well, I heard where you were a landed gentry, speculating in wheat and horses.
In the righteous path of the Lord, Mr. Little. A couple of these animals, Red Fox there and Jim Scott, gonna rip and tear at the local tracks.
I read where there's a blight out in Kansas, rotting down all the crops.
Yeah, it hadn't helped my wheat speculating any.
Yeah, it's been all hominy, no ham for me, too. I left 2 good men back in town. Missouri boys, missed out on the war.
How are they to maintain their composure?
Well, I don't know, but they're willing.
We can't do anything within 300 miles of here. The law thinks we're everywhere but Tennessee.
I understand that, Mr. Howard.
You sluggards, you poltroons, you plot treason. I'll hoist thee by thy own petard. I'll skin you alive and boil you in brine. Whoa, whoa. Hey, Dick, still deflowering the maids?
Life is a garden, Buck.
Dick came down through Kentucky, visited Uncle George and his new wife.
New wife? He didn't stay a widower very long.
If you saw his new wife, you would know why.
Young, pretty?
More than that, it'd knock your hat off, I tell you.
Dick said she's got more moving parts than a steam calliope.
Uncle George always was an active man for his age.
I thought we'd go by and visit him by way of West Virginia. They got a bank over there in Huntington that handles a lot of Yankee money.
Say, why are you doing it, Jesse? Strike another blow against the North?
This here is Jim and Bud McDaniels, admirers from Missouri.
Real privileged, Frank. He's sure right. Where we grew up, ain't nobody didn't know nothing about you and Jesse, about how y'all cut through Union troops and all.
Farther away that war gets, the more glorious it looks to people. You fellas ever hold back a PC? A posse comitatus? Bank depositors trying to get back their life savings?
We know how to shoot. Wouldn't mind having you along, Buck.
Easy to see why. One last bank.
If you tell me there's a time lock on that vault, they'll be mopping up your brains for a week. Open it.
Why aren't they clearing the streets?
All right, everybody inside!
Take the one on the left.
Have a seat, gentlemen. The Chicago papers are still calling us the outlaw state. Express companies are refusing to put cash on our railroads.
I think we're all familiar with the repercussions of train robberies, Governor.
The legislature's considering amnesty for Frank and Jesse James. Amnesty. Frank and Jesse James have been robbing more than 20 banks over 5 states and murdered some 24 people. And all we can do is think about amnesty.
We've had them surrounded 3 times, but they were warned each time.
And each time you miss, the legend grows. Why, the people are calling them Lancelot and Robin Hood. And since your people threw that bomb into their home, they're almost martyrs.
Governor, that was a coal oil smoke pot, not a bomb. Mrs. James swept it into the fireplace, causing the explosion.
Nevertheless, it killed her stepbrother, blew off the mother's arm, which she now walks around in public waving like a rebel flag.
If this is to be a castigation of the Pinkerton Agency,
Sit down, Mr. Pinkerton. Now, my reputation is just as much at stake as yours. Sheriff Timberlake here is about the only lawman that can recognize the James boys on sight. More money is being made available to me by the railroads and the express companies.
Larger posses just make for louder warnings.
We're thinking about larger rewards.
Great balls of fire? Why, it's been 3 years, Jesse.
Too long, Major. Uncle George,
Right.
Looks like your uniform still fits.
Clarence.
Work.
Boy, you haven't eaten a bite since I seen you last.
Well, I can still wrestle you down and fill your nose with dandelions.
Listen, before you do something that foolish, I might just put a horse on you in the Nashville races.
You holler when.
At last, I meet the illustrious, undefeated Galahads of the noble cause. I bid you welcome.
Yes, sir, that is some stepmother you got there.
That's right. Now, you just remember she's my father's wife.
Well, I'll try.
The setting sun, music at the close, last taste of sweets is sweetest last. Writ in remembrance more than things long past.
I must confess, I thought the nickel novels must have exaggerated your learning.
I wouldn't believe very much that's written about us from any source.
How does it feel to be so famous, so idolized, and yet so feared?
Well, since nobody knows what we look like, there's not much to feel famous about, except for what they write about us in the newspapers.
Now, I'm just thankful the newspapers don't elaborate on our ineptitudes, like the time that we stopped the train with just a few $100s when a half hour behind was a train with $150,000.
In Northville, Minnesota, we got nothing. Lost 6 men and the youngers. All because a brave bank officer fooled us into thinking the vault was on a time lock.
What happened to the brave bank officer?
He died bravely. I killed him.
How many men'd you kill in the war?
Clarence, neither war nor disease are suitable subjects at supper.
More than I care to remember.
You don't feel sorry about bringing down bluebellies, do you? They were trying to blow you into eternity, weren't they?
Not half as hard as I was trying to blow them into eternity.
To the Confederacy, and to the straight-out Southern loyalists who never buckled under.
Dear, George, we should send for Dr. Simmons.
No. I just need some morphine and a fresh bandage.
I'll get to the druggist.
That's a large caliber. Looks like a war wound.
It's a snug bandage for someone disturbed by war and disease.
I was old enough to help after the battle at Chickamauga.
I got a slug of lead inside me. I can feel it in there. I know it. Right next to my heart. Reminded me of the last time I trusted a Yankee.
Is it true you and Frank had Indian wives up in Nebraska? Comely Cheyenne maids with raven tresses?
This family doesn't have any secrets left, does it?
Did you love her? Or did you merely have a need?
A little of both. I was 19. She had her needs, too.
Some women do. Some more than others. You're burning up.
He gets feverish from those old wounds sometimes. Lead splinters from many balls putrefy. He's gonna be asleep for a while. And that bandage is gonna turn yellow and stink.
I'll see about more bandages.
You'd be better off in the arms of Morpheus, Jesse.
Give me a pull of that, Buck.
Now, Mr. Greener, the apothecary, said 2 doses a day is all you need for a bullet wound.
That's one wound.
If I win a few races for you, would you think about letting me go along on one of your raids? I know the risk.
You watching what I'm doing here, cousin? It's a tiresome wait. I can't go to the privy without these. Can't sleep a single night without hearing a twig cracking, a leaf rustling. I hear the softest footsteps.
You've been doing it 19 years. Can't hate it all that much.
Strictly surviving. 19 years without a home. And I'm looking for a way out of it, not a way to bring more relatives into it. It's your friend, Whiskey Head Ryan.
He looks lonely.
I'm offering no enticement for you to visit us, Ryan. You look like an auction at an armory.
There's a bank in Louisville. We could water it. I mean, we could take it while watering our horses.
Do I have your attention, Ryan? If you ever come around here again.
Now, Buck, that's unnecessary.
Did you invite him up here? You tell him where I live?
I'll be riding on now, Buck. I can tell when I ain't wanted around. That bank's a fold down. Money could have crawled in our jeans.
I'd like a personal word with you, Jesse.
I was gonna say I was sorry about Bill Ryan. I didn't tell him to come down here. But since you put it that way.
You couldn't bear the idea of me farming, could you? Me settling in. The comfort I get from reading books always seems to bedevil you, dingus.
You self-righteous son of a bitch.
It was something about our real father.
Another learned man.
A good man.
So good he left us. He had to. He couldn't live with the infidelity.
I never believed those rumors.
Probably because you were born on the right side of the sheets. You gotta be a genuine bastard to understand that one. Hell, we don't even look like Frank.
Could be the reading made me more handsome.
Never thought of that.
Want to borrow some books?
Should have won.
Got boxed in, you'll learn.
I believe the wager was for $50, Rabbit Man.
You promised Z. You promised me.
The light of divine mercy shining on you, Brother Eaglehart. You just got your life saved.
Shot for the benefit of the fire brigade. We really need those new hoses. Are there any other eagle-eyed pistoliers who would care to demonstrate their prowess in a civic cause?
Got any money left, Mr. Eaglehart?
What do you propose, Mr. Howard?
I'll donate $50 for every candle I miss. You donate 50 for every one I put out.
You're a most charitable man, Mr. Howard. Table gun.
Left-handed even. Look at it.
There's no limit to our benevolence, is there? The fire brigade needs hoses.
What else you gonna prove here tonight, John?
Well, where I was raised, Ben, they taught us to snuff candles without knocking them down. Considered it good manners. Light 'em again.
Gentlemen, excuse me a moment. Do you think anyone's going to believe we're farmers now? Have some regard for your family. Or mine. Gentlemen, my brother-in-law thanks you for the $300 contribution to the fire brigade.
All right, gentlemen. Now we got plenty of ammunition left. Who's going to be next?
An astounding display, I must say. They'll be regaling the wonders of John Davis Howard for months. They may think you're a match for Jesse James, Mr. Howard.
Where's the measure and the wheat?
Partaking in games of chance in various and sordid saloons.
You're left without a game of chance.
Not entirely. There are two-handed games that hold my interest.
Slide open, Sarah.
What a perfectly charming assignation. I am about to make love to the most wanted man in America. I could step to that window and bugle it to one and all. Jesse James is my lover. Bells would ring.
Went to the window like this, nobody'd hear a word you'd say.
Lancelot and Guinevere, the enchanted tryst. And now, my desperado, have your will of me.
I'll render you vile speech to the foul parts of carrion. Ha, full!
Burden of your learning that mires these mules down, Buck. No creature can listen to that many Shakespearean words without gaining weight.
You are dressed to the nines.
Well, there's an occasion of a special nature up at the house. when you're through abusing these animals.
I want to get this stump out now.
Want some help?
What's so funny?
You jackass. I'm wearing a suit.
Oh, you are.
Wow! Oh, get hold of yourself, Buck.
You are so pretty. You are so pretty.
Sounds like an organ.
It's a melodeon. General Shelby had it shipped down. You curious about who delivered it?
Major Edwards?
Oh, boys making noise, yet they are afraid. The river's up and hell's to pay, and Shelby's on a raid. Oh, boys making noise, yet they are afraid. The river's up and hell's to pay, the river's up and hell's to pay, and Shelby's on a raid.
Hey, brave days, boys. And my boy's the bravest still. How you been, Jesse?
Been mean, Mama.
Well, I tell you one thing. I don't care how mean you've been. You ain't been mean enough.
Time to say goodnight, Tim. Here's your namesake, Major Edwards.
Good night, son. Night, Jim.
Jesse, that boy will be giving orders soon. You got the look of Joe Shelby in his eye.
How is General Shelby?
Like always, he's scorching the government, berating the Republicans. A couple of railroads have offered him membership on the boards of directors. They think maybe it'll keep you boys off the train.
Provided it's not the Chicago-Rock Island Railroad.
I think he realizes that that line conspired with the Pinkertons. Killed your brother Archie.
Yeah, blew my arm off, they did. Did you know that they promoted that engineer, William Westfall, to conductor? Practically gave that man a medal for helping kill my boy.
William Westfall promoted to conductor?
From Kansas City to St. Louis.
We ought to ride that line sometime.
Frank, give me your gun. Anyone else bumptious enough to dare that would be either dead or splendidly maimed at this moment. Tom Crittenden, the governor of Missouri, places as much trust in me as you two. He also knows that you chose for your boy the middle name of Edwards. Undoubtedly, he's destined for double greatness.
What's the governor offering?
You would stand trial for 1 or 2 train robberies in Missouri, and he wouldn't extradite you to any other state.
Stand trial?
I have 3 of the best lawyers in Missouri ready to defend you at no cost. They say the witnesses to your crimes are few and unreliable.
Why now?
The Pinkertons and Sheriff Timberlake are contacting old friends and relatives of men who rode with you.
They already tried that.
This time they're offering freedom, immunity from prosecution, and $10,000. It is your last chance, my friends.
How do you feel about that, Buck?
I would like to see my boy grow up.
Well, so would I. But I'll be damned if I'm handing myself over to red-legged Yankees who want to settle war grudges.
Jesse, the governor's promised...
The hell with his promises. A rope's waiting. A rope is waiting.
Look like you're behind on your drinking, Bill.
Yeah, something got crosswise in my stomach. Bring me some of them raw oysters over here, will you? It's the only thing that'll stay down.
We saw Jim Cummings. He just came up from Selma, Alabama. He says there's a federal canal project going on down there. Paymaster leaves out once a month. He carries $10,000 in federal currency to pay all the workers.
Why didn't Cummings do it?
Some husband caught him pounding the feathers with his ever faithful.
Cummings had to find another longitude.
Federal paymaster?
I will cherish the old rugged cross till my trophies at last I lay down. I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown. Good, Frank. That tree's growing good.
Hmm?
That white oak tree you planted the day little Frank was born. Stood the winter.
By the time he's 16, there'll be a good shade from it.
It's Jess.
This ought to cover what I owe you. It's too bad we didn't look for a federal paymaster sooner.
How much does that leave you?
Enough to carry Z through while we go see Major Edwards about the governor's offer.
How serious are you?
When you want to leave?
Oh, Jess. Oh.
Where's Ryan?
On his way back to Missouri.
Guess I told you. My name is Hill. Tom Hill. But y'all don't have to worry about that, because I'll be moving on at dawn. Say, you got photographic equipment in this sump hole?
Trying to say camera?
This town will never see the likes of Tom Hill again.
I don't know how much we're gonna worry about that.
Stand back! I mean, stand back! You're looking at a son of the savage land. Cyclonic generosity. Most universally feared outlaw east of the Mississippi. Move your hands at your own peril. I am a criminal! No telling what sort of devastation will give rise to the wail of widows when a genuine hell stomper is off his humor. The funeral parlor is open tonight!
Are these your saddlebags, Mr. Hill?
Looks like 'em.
really don't think old Ryan will betray a friend.
They're offering him $10,000 and his freedom. What do you think you'd do if you were sitting there in that jail?
Well, I'll catch up with you in Missouri.
I got a little business in Kentucky.
One place where you ain't got no business is around my stepmother. Now, you mark that down.
Well, if you're so worried, maybe you should stay and stand guard at your pa's house with her comb that red, white...
Hold it. Hold it. We got other things to tend to.
They got Bill Ryan over in Nashville. He's holding to the name of Tom Hill. Nobody said anything about the James gang yet.
Sheriff Timberlake will be here on the next train as soon as he gets a description.
I'm not ready to move Annie and my boy, Jess. I'm going to Sedalia. I'm going to find Major Edwards. I want to know exactly where we stand. Your choice of friends is going to bury you, Jesse.
They just posted this down at the depot.
Dead or alive? $25,000? The largest reward ever for anybody in history?
It's worthless. That's for both of them. They could sooner pull a hog through a straw.
You're gonna introduce me to Jesse like you promised.
Yeah, but I wouldn't bank on him letting you ride along with him. We're not even certain he's coming this way.
He always stops by our place on the way to his mom's.
Yeah, well, if he does, I'll be sure to tell him all about your ramdiferous grit and how you've read up on all of his exploits. But we're not even sure he's got anything planned, Bobby. On the other hand, when Jess sees that poster, he just might kick his horse.
Hey, Charlie, there's not anything I'll ever want more than the honor that you've arranged a ride between Frank and Jesse James.
I was in Indian territories, Buck.
You know, Major, it's possible to die from even the very best whiskey.
I know, but it takes so damn long.
I hear Sheriff Timberlake is shipping Whiskey Hit Ryan back to Kansas City. Does that mean the governor is no longer interested in our surrender?
There's a prosecuting attorney named Wallace. He's convincing the governor that the entire James gang can be brought to the gallows in a matter of weeks.
I was about ready to turn myself in. Even Jesse was coming around.
Sheriff Timberlake is said to be close to striking a bargain with one or two members of the James gang. Cloakroom gossip has it there's a woman or two acting as emissary.
I
bet your husband never did this.
Well, sure he did. When he was around.
Maybe that's why he's not around anymore, Martha.
Looks like your hero coming. Well, jumping Jubilee. You didn't have a family when you passed through here last.
Jim?
Yeah.
This is Martha Bolton.
See, these are my brothers.
Hey, kids.
What have you heard about the Bill Ryan trial?
Now Ryan's got lockjaw, stone silent. Some of the witnesses are taking vacations.
Governor Crittenden is sending militia and munitions. He's scared spitless you're gonna lead a cavalry charge up the courthouse steps.
Jess, this is my brother Bob.
The one who used to put molasses on the cat?
Railroad employees are not willing to testify about the Glendale robbery.
They remember the number of holes in John Witcher on March 11th, 1874. And turncoat Daniel Askew on the morning of January 27th, 1875.
Your brother's a bundle of facts.
Yeah, he's been reading up, waiting his chance.
Got an Ozark ham and huckleberry pie inside if you want to take the wrinkles out of your stomachs.
That has a certain grand appeal right now.
Now we gotta get over to my mama's place before dark.
Well, I'll drive the other wagon if Woody'd like to visit with my sister.
You got your mouth open again, Charlie. I wouldn't mind the company, though.
And I wouldn't mind some pie.
If you're needing somebody to stand sentry duty, somebody with grit and intelligence, I could arrange to ride along.
I don't care who rides with me. I'm what you call gregarious.
Rode Captain Bill Anderson.
You really like this watch?
Yes, sir.
Keep it. Time doesn't mean much to me anymore.
Listen, see if you can get time enough to take these cups out to Charlie and Bob. That ought to hold them till they can get something to eat.
What do you say to your daddy?
Thank you.
You know, Jesse, that Bob Ford looks right at you. His eyes never strays when he's talking to you. Takes practice to do that.
He's got a mind of his own. He's smarter than Charlie.
I know I'll feel better when you clicking stirrups with your brother again. Mr. Frank looks out for you.
Having such a responsible brother looking out after me all the time probably would run me wild in the first place.
Anything left for me?
Oh, Frank.
Hey, Frank.
Yeah, I got plenty left for you, boy. Here, tuck your napkin in.
Bumped into a 19-year-old kid out there.
It's Charlie's brother.
I'd say he still puts lemonade in his beer.
Somebody drop a frog in your drawers, Mr. Frank?
Major Edwards tells me that they're sliding money to some of our friends. And the railroads are going for broke.
Any notion of which friends?
No, but I know how much reward money they're offering.
$25,000.
Dead or alive?
Lordy.
Jesse, you know who's a conductor on that line?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
William Westfall. Well, I will be damned. Would you be the famous engineer who got promoted for bombing the James boys' place?
Nothing in his life became him like believing it.
My God, are you Jesse James? You want to open that vault or you want to get your mail from Groundhog?
Everyone wants to get robbed by Jesse James.
If I have to be robbed by thunder, I'd rather be at the hands of first-class artists and men of national reputation.
Thank you. You a farmer? Keep it.
Look what you made me do. Why? Sorry. Time to have a squad of boys.
One of these days you'll shoot yourself into a female.
If you do, I know some men will take you dancing.
Only 5,000.
The Chicago Alton line's carrying money from a dozen banks next week. No one would expect us back that quick. We can't let the railways keep posting dead or alive offers, Buck.
I can. I'm done with this, dingus. Terminus finis, ever and anon.
You gonna read Shakespeare the rest of your life?
Yes, sir. When I'm not hugging and kissing my wife and kids, I am. Revenge has lost its taste. And there's no bottom to it.
Yeah, I was set to quit, too. I was.
You missed this. The high risk. Having money at the squeeze of your fingertips. You got something in you I never had, Jesse.
You don't believe those rumors about our mama sharing her favors?
Did you ever ask her? If that's your road to glory, my road's back to Tennessee.
Do me that one favor, Buck. Before they close the lid on the coffin, make damn sure you turn me over.
So everyone can kiss your better side goodbye?
The whole world. I might come see you, Buck.
Good night, sweet prince. Flights of angels sing thee to thy rest.
You're gonna have to let me get some more sleep tonight if I'm gonna do any cooking.
Train robber leaves me with a full head of steam.
I noticed. I got some ham and eggs going after you washed up.
Seems like you're stepping on petticoats every time I see you, Dickie.
Have some coffee, Wood.
One day soon, you're gonna get tangled up in the wrong lace.
Sounds like a nice warm risk to me, partner.
You're lucky my father hasn't challenged you. He's real steady with a dueling pistol.
Well, he'll need a Gatling gun and a case of ammo by the time he adds up all the men that have had their way with your stepmammy.
You're a brass-bottom liar.
Major will have to duel Jesse.
I don't know what you're so elated about. You just killed Jesse's favorite cousin.
He'll be after the both of you. Maybe even me. Oh, Lord. What are we gonna do?
First thing you're gonna do is bury him before Jesse drops in.
Find out. Once he's on the scent, he'll find out.
Clean up your own mess, pistolier.
Jesse'll be after us just as sure as can be.
Not if we move first.
May I present the governor, Tom Crittenden, and William Wallace, the prosecuting attorney. Gentlemen, this is Mrs. Martha Bolton. Please have a seat, ma'am.
Thank you just the same. I'm here to see if we have terms worth talking about.
It's my every hope that we do.
What is it you would like? And what do you have to offer, Mrs. Bolton?
Dick Little is ready to surrender and to testify under certain conditions. 2 other men in the gang will work with you under certain conditions.
Your brothers?
What do you have to offer that would benefit me?
We're coming in from the south of Platte City to make a quick survey at the courthouse. If all the constables are at a trial Jesse knows about, we'll move up a few blocks to the bank, then north into the brush.
No substitute for experience, is there? The 3 of you could rob that bank without a shot. You got some questions about this, Governor?
Frank and Jesse James have been robbing banks and trains for almost 20 years. And it's inconceivable to me that they could sustain such a record with such young men. How old are you, son?
21, sir. This is Smith & Wesson's new number 3. A personal gift from Jesse Woodson James. After he made some mention of observing my pluck and daring during 2 train robberies.
Now, you understand that it's imperative that he be captured, that he stand trial.
You don't want to try anything on your own, Pop. You understand that, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Real strange you didn't hear anything about Dick Little. How'd you spend your time there in Kansas City? 2 weeks.
A woman from New Orleans? Actually, a sporting lady.
Must have been. Keep you inside for 2 weeks.
As round above as she was below?
She was beautiful.
Dig in. It's a long ride to Platte City.
Hello now. Dick Little surrendered. You told me you didn't know anything new about Dick.
I didn't. Well, what about Dick?
It says here he surrendered to Timberlake 3 weeks ago in Kansas City.
Well, they were probably just keeping it quiet. You never know what the damn law is gonna do.
You go play outside with your sister. Till the men finish breakfast.
You were right there in the neighborhood. You didn't
I didn't hear anything about it.
Well, that's mighty strange. Well, never mind. It doesn't matter. We'll go to Platte City. Take that bank anyway. Eat, Bob. Got a hard road ahead.
He's on to us.
Why doesn't he just come out with it?
He's toying with us. Just like dead mice. So, when are we heading down to Platte City?
Warm in here. Shame to keep a morning like this out. Wouldn't want somebody passing by to see me in all this hardware. Might think there was a bad man inside here. Picture sure looks dusty.
Jesse! Jesse! Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Jess. It won't stop. The blood, it just keeps coming. It won't stop. Why?
It was an accident. I've just killed Jesse James.
No. No.
Bob Ford killed my boy. His blood money.
No, Mother.
No.
Mother Jane.
No. His life ain't worth a penny.
I pray you'll let it be known our plan was for the capture of Jesse, not this.
It matters not. There will be vengeance.
Before we draw lots, the men thought we should consult with you and your feelings on what has to be done.
Whatever the Fords dread most will happen.
A lot of us wouldn't be alive if it weren't for Jesse. And you. And with your situation, you may be best off leaving the Fords to someone else.
I'll see to Bob and Charlie Ford, Sam.
We all know it's your hand to play as you wish, Frank. Still, some of us may bump into the Fords before you do. No telling.
I'll see to the Fords.
He turned from the window smiling, looking me right in the eye as he unbuckled his gun belt. It was the first time in my life I'd seen him without his guns on. And I knew in an instant that he threw them off to further quiet any suspicions I might have that he'd stumbled onto my scheme. He seemed to busy himself with something to make an impression on my mind that he'd forgotten the incident at the breakfast table. There wasn't a speck of dust on that picture. Taking off his guns to dust that picture was a sham to put me off guard so he could finish me off later tonight when his wife and children were not present. I decided it was now or never. Done!
Frank, no. Coward dies in 1,000 deaths, Frank. Let this one die a few thousand more.
You're still a young man, Frank. But you don't care about those fruitful years ahead of you. At least consider Anna. And that beautiful, intelligent boy of yours.
Cole Younger and his brothers are serving their 7th year in Minnesota. They'll be there into the 20th century. And you expect me to stand trial?
None of them had a brother who was killed by a hired assassin. Frank, put your trust in me.
Governor, for the first time in 21 years, I allow another man to take my gun. It's the happiest day of my life.
I promise you every protection and as fair a trial as if you were the son of a president.
Sheriff, I've never paid money to attend a trial, okay?
You don't have a ticket. Step aside.
I'm a reporter.
Hey.
Gentlemen, I do not have time to go into their backgrounds and laurels at this moment. However, the attorneys for the defense include a former U.S. congressman, former lieutenant governor, and a member of the Supreme Court Commission.
Sir, is it true that 3 of your counselors served in the Northern Army?
Yes, no one can say this is North against South.
Come now, Major Edwards, isn't that the whole issue of this trial? I mean, the lost cause? That's why you're calling in General Joe Shelby, the most respected cavalry leader in the West, right?
General Shelby will appear.
May it please your honor, the defense calls a great soldier, General Joseph Orvis Shelby. Now, General Shelby, as a plantation owner, I've always heard that for 5 years prior to the war, that you led raids in Kansas. Would you tell these gentlemen of the jury if that's true and why?
To kill free state men. And I did kill them. And I'm ashamed of myself now. We Missourians had no business there except retaliation, and that's a frail reason. Those were the days when slavery was in the balance, and the violence engendered made men irresponsible. And the trouble we started on the border in the 1850s still bore fruit 10 years later.
General, what effect do you think that had on the James brothers?
Well, the Kansas militia was not about to forgive him. Frank, in particular, was hounded and harassed because of his wartime record as a guerrilla by the same men who'd hung his stepfather.
Sir, during your brilliant military career, I've always heard, at least on one occasion, that you almost captured. Would you tell this jury about it?
It was during a Union countercharge in Prairie Grove in 1863. Frank saw my situation, alerted his captain, and led a dash to my relief, driving back the enemy and rescuing me. So I do not feel it incumbent upon me to betray the men who have risked their lives in the defense of mine.
And Frank James was one of those men?
Yes, sir.
That's all.
General Shelby, you say you have not seen Frank James since 1872.
That's correct.
I have here a bill of lading. A way bill for a consignment to Frank James, sewing machine and melodeon, dated February 7th, 1877. Are these your initials, sir?
Yes, those are my initials.
And you still want to testify that you have not seen Frank James in 10 years?
Are you insinuating that I'm lying?
Well, sir, what else are we to believe?
Would you care to make it a personal matter, sir?
General Shelby, you cannot challenge the prosecuting attorney to a duel.
I haven't seen Frank James since 1872.
I have no further questions, Your Honor.
General, thank you, sir. You can come down now.
Your Honor, may I have permission to shake hands with my old comrade?
You may not, sir.
Thank you.
Even if Westfall had not been the conductor of the train, Jesse would have killed somebody to bond us all together.
How exactly was William Westfall killed?
Well, after he asked Jesse for his ticket, he bolted. Then Jesse shot him. And then I heard another shot.
You heard?
Jesse was between me and the conductor. There were people around.
Who fired the next two shots?
Must have been Jesse.
Why don't you tell the truth, Mr. Little?
State of Missouri versus Frank James, murder. We find the defendant not guilty as charged.
The bullet struck him right behind the ear and he fell like a log. I knew when I saw that 44 caliber bullet strike it was all up with Jesse. That is how I killed Jesse James.
Where will you be when Frank James comes to town? In case you haven't heard, Frank James was just acquitted.
I will be here, right here.
You coward!
Acquitted?
Frank's not gonna put himself back in jail, Charlie.
I'm not gonna just stand here and wait for him.
Mr. James, my name is John Ulick. I produce theatrical shows.
Mr. Ulick, you must be about the 17th or 18th producer to approach me.
Well, surely, sir, you must consider the
I'll not be a part of any show which glorifies outlaws.
If you would just hear me out, sir. Now, you are certainly as famous as Sitting Bull and Buffalo Bill, and I'm certain that...
Must be one of those gramophones I've been hearing about.
Astonishing, isn't it? Mr. Edison isn't content with simply devising the electric light bulb. Now he creates sound as well.
What do you hear from Creed, Colorado?
The most successful saloon in town is still owned by Bob Ford. Still alive. Buying drinks on the anniversary of Jesse's death. Did you ever know Ed Kelly, constable from St. Joe?
Yeah, Jesse did his mother a favor once.
He swore to kill Ford when he left these parts. He tried on the anniversary day. Gun misfired.
Delightful. Rattling good way to refresh Mr. Ford's conscience.
For 10 years, he's toasted Jesse's death.
It was champagne this year.
You interested in Bob Ford? A lot of people come over here just to take a look at him. They like to see the slayer of Jesse James, not put any money in his pocket.
I hear somebody tried to do him in.
That'd be our deputy sheriff, Ed Kelly. He gets out of jail tomorrow.
What happened over there?
I tried to talk to Ford's new chippy. He owes me $80, and he tells her I got a disease. Somebody is gonna irrigate his liver one of these days with a buffalo gun.
I thought the judge ordered you out of the valley, Ed.
That's right. Ford's recommendation. However, an ex-sheriff's entitled to going away drink, isn't he?
Are you Ed Kelly from St. Joe Mo?
Yeah. We know each other?
We had a mutual friend.
Damn, he hadn't got a gun. Give me the gun, Frenchie. Hello, Bob.
Goodbye, Bob. And then one day, the papers did say, Bob Ford got his rewarding. A cowboy drunk, his heart did plunk. As you do, you'll get a courting. Jesse had a wife to mourn for his life. 2 children, they were brave. But that dirty little coward that shot down Mr. Howard laid Jesse James in his grave.
In the years to follow, Frank James lived peacefully. In 1903, on Cole Younger's release from prison, the 2 former outlaws toured America in a Wild West show. Frank James died of natural causes at the James homestead on February 18, 1915.